Hello and welcome, I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more of our Brandenburg campaign into Prussia with the Rights of Man. Our fortress is under siege, the mighty siege. Yes, mighty siege of Berlin. A bunch of rivalries have just changed. I reloaded the game, so you know that's what the game does. We were unfortunately forced to retreat here. We lost some troops here. Also, I noticed when I first loaded the game up, it actually showed me at 19 out of like 16 force limit. Interesting to me that it doesn't actually calculate in the Emperor force limit bonus until after a month has ticked, or at least one day. No royal marriages are allowed. Let's go ahead and just retreat, and hopefully we get a little bit of morale back here. I'm also hoping that Mr. Karl here, who is actually an amazing general, 3232, very excited to have him. He's almost good as George. George was here, but we'll see. We shall see. So we got a disaster ticking up. Apparently the sale of titles. My lord, one of your advisors had suggested selling off titles of nobility to anyone who can afford to pay. It could bring in lots of money and open a way for social advancement for the rich if we do. But it would devalue the idea of nobility and perhaps upset the existing aristocratic families should we do this. 35 ducats, roughly. The nobility will lose a little bit of loyalty, the burghers will gain loyalty. Well, the nobility are very close to the threshold to be loyal again. On the other hand, pissing off the burghers, I mean, we don't make very much from trade, right? 2.9 some ducats. The free stability could be quite nice. Plus, that could potentially take us all the way up to level 3 stability, and if I'm not mistaken, again, the stability is now also giving us better institution spread, so I think we're going to go for this. Even though I wouldn't, you know, it would be better, I think, to balance the loyalty the other way. Oh well, maybe there's something we could do here, like raise additional levy. Nope, never mind, we're totally at the cap. No point in doing that, actually. And we can't demand monarch points again until 85. So if we could just get some money, now would be a great time to train some more men up and then go that way. Clearly we're going to have to do some fighting here. We're going to lose some manpower. For now, I think we just stay on the... Ah, shoot, they aren't even all the way up to very loyal, so we don't get the land maintenance modifier. That's too bad. Okay, well, we need to be in our own land to get full morale recovery. We're only coming back at 80%. Thank you, Karl, for having good maneuver value. We appreciate that. How are we doing on tech here? The Palatinate in Nuremberg. Palatinate's on tech 6. Nuremberg is on tech 6 as well. And we're also on tech 6. So no tech advantage. That's actually a large number of men there. Hopefully these guys are, yeah, they're sieging down the Palatinates. Not capital. Why not go for the capital that's only level 1 instead of this level 2, huh? Seems like that'd be a lot easier. AI gonna AI. What can I tell you? So we're basically just sitting here hoping that he either crosses the river to fight our good leader, or that they go for the siege of Berlin and then we can just, you know, go smash him on the defensive. If you pick either of these armies off separately, that'd be a pretty good spot to be in. Being the aggressor is not very appealing, though. We're losing a little bit of money right now, 1.8 some ducats. Mostly it looks like due to reinforcement, and then the fort maintenance. Being the defender here, I mean... Palatinate, you are just not making things work out for me, are you? I think what we do is we wait until one of these guys is like stuck. First off, shouldn't you be in the zone of control of this thing? Like, how are you able to go to Stolp? Because I'm pretty sure you came in from down here, from George was here, which should have got you into this zone of control. But no, he's just like, screw it, I'm leaving. Zone of control, man. Great concept. Poorly implemented. A 0-3 and a 1-1. Same exact army type. Certainly does seem like we'd be better off going for one of these 7 stacks first. We'll let our forts take back control of these locations. Let's see. He's got 2 maneuver to my 3 maneuver, so if we chase him long enough, we should be able to track him down. 24th, 30th. I think he's probably going to head back this way. We'll try to catch him in this plains area over here. Mazovia has just declared war on the Teutons. Wow. On their own, in fact. I mean, the Teutons were having a rough time, but we'll see. Really? You're just gonna... No. No, you're not. Really? Frankfurt may get a crossing penalty, and they're gonna take it anyway. That's kind of silly, isn't it? And what on earth is going on with this? Why on earth did it deploy my weakened troops in the center? That is decidedly different than it used to be, isn't it? I'm pretty sure weakened troops normally would deploy on the outer flanks, on the sides. But that, I don't get it. I guess we'll need to do some more shift consolidation then, just to guarantee that we don't have some serious issues with that. Okay, no ability to stack wipe him or run him down. Let's just go back up to our own area. We've lost some manpower, which is good. I mean, soon I might click that button with a nobility. In fact, the sooner we click it, the better. Because that way we can start coming back from disloyal. Coming up. 7,500 will actually take us above the cap by quite a bit, though, so we're going to miss out on our 385 regained manpower per month. Maybe we don't click it until we actually have to. Train over here is not looking that great. I do want to reinforce quickly. Palatinate does have quite a few forts. I think I'm going to go ahead and work on sieging down his capital. Really, I can't actually get there, huh? So he can just ignore my zone of control, but there's zero way that I can get to the Palatinate's capital? Makes sense. Even though I'm the Emperor, even though I can go, like, straight to Ansbach, I'm not allowed to go to there. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Somehow... Just trying to figure this out. So, Frankfurt's got a fort here. Which, even though it's not showing it here... Within the Frankfurtian fort... Okay, so that one goes to there. This one... goes to Alsace. This one goes to Alsace. What's this? I'm okay. What's to stop me from coming from down here, going to Württemberg? There's no zone of control applying here, and then marching out of the Palatinate from there. Am I just completely incapable of getting to Württemberg? No, I should be able to just march around inside the Empire, all the way over to here, right? Okay, Venice is none of the Empire. Okay, so it's Salzburg's fort, restricting my motion from here. And it is. Look at that. We're actually restricted over there. But if we could get military access through Venice, then we would be able to get to the Palatinate's capital. Wow, that is such a convoluted, crazy, weird thing. Okay, I mean, it does make sense. It's just, I don't know. It seems silly to me. Now, if they move to either of these forts, then we'll be the defenders. So let's hopefully engage him in a spot. Let's, like, hang out in Nassau. Our supply will be slightly exceeded. There's a fort here, so if we double back... Nope. Just wait a second. He's marching to Pfalz. I'm just trying here to find a province that we can fight them in where we're not the aggressor. We received word that Mainz has embraced the Renaissance. I've forgotten. How are we doing on that? This is my second session playing this, by the way, so I have done my stream. I've had quite a little bit more experience playing the game with the... we played as the Ottomans on the stream. It was quite a bit of fun. I liked it. Let's see. Renaissance. So, yes, it's present here. We had not yet embraced it the last that I saw. And we're up to 29% Renaissance penalty. Cost to embrace is 195.57 ducats for us. We had this whole huge long thing where we were trying to figure out why there was the difference between nearby friendly province and adjacent province. And the long story short was that even though, okay, so for example, we control this, but we don't get the adjacent province has Renaissance, because adjacent province should actually read adjacent non-owned province, or like an adjacent different tag country, different tag province. has the Renaissance. You can't get this. You can't get adjacent province from yourself, even though it doesn't make any sense that you can't, because adjacent province makes a whole lot of sense, doesn't it? So anyway, we're expanding it pretty quickly. 0.93 per month there. Get no spread up in this area at all. Looks like our development could be a little bit higher. But now would be an opportune time to do development if we're going to do development. And I still feel like the decision that I had made before about, hey, trying to get to multiples of 10, just so that every province can get a little bit of spread over time and save us some ducats that way. Not to mention you unlock an extra building slot when you do that as well. It's kind of tempting. So, let's see. We were already working our way through innovative, so I don't want to do admin points because I want to knock those out. I'm kind of tempted to take the military tech here, just so we have the artillery fire, which we'll actually have access to artillery now. The tactics is pretty nice as well. But since no one else has it, and it's not really proving to be a huge issue, I think maybe we can possibly afford to ignore it. Wait a second. I would gladly fight in Alsace. Leader, Glory Seeker. Admiral von Nuremberg is a Glory Seeker. Anyway, February 9th, we're there on February 10th, that makes us the aggressor. Let's wait a second. 19th, 20th, same thing. Alright, here again, I think we finally... It depends. If he actually moves into Hessen, I think we can be the aggressor, or the defender. Even though we're marching in here, and even though he's not actually doing the siege, I'm pretty sure I would be assuming that we could actually get there on time. And we can't. Darn it. Wait, what the hell? Why did we just get... What? How on earth did that count as a battle? That was kind of weird. Okay. We're gonna get him right now. So he'll be there, and then even though he's... God damn it, are you serious? How are we... Okay. Where's the little battle indicator? Shouldn't there be a battle indicator? Yes, it did work as expected, but the battle indicator was missing. And it did the same thing as before. It deployed the weakest stack in the very center of the army. So... It's a significant penalty then to not doing shift consolidate. This huge change of like defender's advantage is kind of crazy. With regard to forts and everything. All right, just want to check to make sure the disaster's not getting too close. No, we got plenty of space here. Mainz has now declared war on Würzburg. They're just going all over the place. No one wants to commit to doing any sieges because it's far too dangerous now. And honestly, I would assume that, well, Mainz isn't in the war. That's a big part of why we can't get there. Okay. If we could just take one of them... Alright, here comes a good fight. Finally, we can actually battle, looks like. And I got the impression that they just retreated. Hey, cool, we actually earned a trait. Hard-earned battle experience is given our General Karl the Glory Seeker trait. Prestige from land battles plus 50%, army tradition from land battles. Well, assuming land battles, you can't have battles elsewhere, plus 50%. Nice, dude. Glory Seeker is awesome. So that'll help out with prestige. We're trying to get our prestige up right now. We're only at 13 at the moment, so it's not bad. Alright. There are still a number of troops out there that are kind of making me not want to split this army up and do sieges. Because if we were the defender... Sorry, if we're considered to be the aggressor, then that's a -1 penalty. It's going to be pretty painful. Alsace definitely is the safest one to go for. What if instead I got military access through, like, France? France should be willing to give it to me. We're at 5 out of 5 relations right now. We've got a pretty low opinion relationship with Austria. A little bit of aggressive expansion's been built up, it looks like. Let's come back from Trier and Mainz for a moment and try to top off relations with some of these allies. I think we had, we had 20 favors with Austria. And then other than that, it'd be a temporary thing. The alliance with Cologne's pretty weak. He's upset about the aggressive expansion, and I'm allied to a rival. I mean, I don't really think I need to do much. We are in a position now where we are actively sieging them down. So, I'll tell you what, why don't we go for the Planet's province over here, since it's flat terrain. And since we have so much manpower, maybe we do just take this fight with the crossing penalty and everything. 2 maneuver versus my 3. It's just a -1, and we've got a much better flanking position. Like, we can surround them with our inventory. Inventory? What the hell? Look at it, it did it again. I shift consolidated and it still put the weakest stack in the very center. So what's the deal there? Are we supposed to like micro out the any stack that has any damaged stats to it at all? Should just like leave? Is that the plan? That seems very strange. This has got to be... I don't know. I'm thinking that that's just a bug. I don't know. It just seems very odd to me. Apparently we had to take out a loan. We demand unlawful territory from Savoy, which he will reject. Might as well do our diligence though and just check to see like how close he is to actually saying yes. Not a chance. Power Brandenburgian alliance compared to Savoyard. So what, you're like allied to France or something? Okay, allied to Austria, Mantua, and England. He thinks he can get away with anything, huh? I mean, killing these armies would be pretty easy. Probably more so than doing this siege of our own. I mean, they keep getting stuck in this zone of control, and then they don't want to actually siege it, and then they end up running away. th, 14th. '31st and 30th. Okay, we can get him. Not enough maneuver for him. Yeah, this just seems very odd. I don't really want to micro that much, honestly. I can't afford to turn off my forts right now, because that would be very costly. I do want to try to stay below 0.5 corruption. That's one of the drawbacks to using the debased currency, because a lot of the low corruption events require to be below 0.5 corruption, and if you debase currency, then you're pretty much locking yourself out of that for a very long period of time. Now that's a fight that we could take and be the defender on. It's pretty appealing. So yeah, what do I want to accomplish in this campaign? Now that we're into the next session here, I'm thinking I just want to focus on maintaining the empire, becoming Prussia, and then once we become Prussia, probably leaving the empire. So until then, it just seems like something fun that we can try out. Cologne still, yeah. Be cool if we had an extra diplomat. Nasty attrition. 3.2%. Thankfully, we'll make it out of there. So again, this 671 guy is he's gonna make it right in the center. Seems very strange. I mean, I suppose technically, if they're the damage stacks, that they'll get subbed out pretty quickly, and then a guy from behind will fill in. But like, let's just say, for example, I had this back row full of cannons. Then these extra infantry would be deployed on the sides, and then this center guy is gonna fall like no time at all. He's just gonna fold like a flan in a cupboard, right? And then he's gonna let the cannon behind him into the front row. So that means that you really do have to, I think, micro and never take damaged stacks. Which just seems pretty crap. Look at this, -2 defensive penalty against him. We've got a pretty good general to begin with. So, wow. The ability that we have right now to just get good fights is kind of crazy. Alright, we gotta stop losing money at some point. Hopefully these guys eventually will not want to be in the war. We can end this thing. We can focus on other things. Little bit of unrest. Pomeranian separatists are pretty high up there. We're at 70% right now. 1.6 years. Pretty sizable army. 14k. I mean, if we're going to have to be at high maintenance since we're in this war, we might as well either, you know, put down some of the unrest for a bit, or... Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, Comet. Devil's kith and kin. Indeed. Damn institution penalty. 195 ducats. I don't think there's anything actually stopping us from just taking out a bunch of loans to do it. I mean, essentially, until we get to the point cap, there's no issue with just waiting. Hey, look at that. That's actually a fairly sizable army. How did Austria get involved in this? When did that happen? That's right. He was allied to him before. Looks like he just somehow managed to earn enough favors, and then he decided to call in Austria. So I guess we get to fight Austria now. There's no reason to be improving relations with him. Plus, that also means we've picked up an extra relationship slot. Hey, France, how do you feel about me? You want to become friends? Let's be friends with the blob. Why not, right? That'll show him. Alright. I have no doubt we can beat Austria, because we'll just keep on relying on defensive terrain. It's just so powerful. Defensive terrain and stack wipes that are instantaneous. Alright, for now I'm going to take a break here. But I'll be back in the next episode, so thank you for watching, everyone. I'll see you soon.